What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Sinks TV coming at you with another video today. Now, before we get into this one, I'm super excited. Our last video we made on gold farming for Battle for Azeroth hit 200 views. I'm super excited. So if this video could hit 200 views or more, that would be dope. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, and it'd be greatly appreciated. So what I got today is pretty basic. We are going to look at Battle for Azeroth patch 8.0.1 Vengeance Demon Hunter builds. We're going to go over the talents, and we are going to go over your spell bar or your action bar or rotation, whatever you want to call it, and go from there. Now, it's worth noting that right now my current eye level is only 253 for my Demon Hunter. I haven't been playing on much, and I'm just really kind of farming right now for herbs and stuff to make some gold, so haven't really played it too much, but so far this is what I've found that works for me for my build. So let's start off basic. Let's pull up the talents first. Let's make sure we're in the right spec. Alright, for talents, for level 99, I have Abyssal Strike, which is a passive. Infernal Strike's range is increased by 10 yards, and its cooldown is reduced by 8 seconds. For level 100, we have Fallout, which is a passive. Immolation Era's initial burst has a chance to shatter lesser soul fragments from enemies, which is really useful because the way our action bar is set up, we need those soul fragments. So, yeah. Level 102 is an instant, and it's Fellblade. Charge to your target and deal 1401 fire damage, which is very, very useful. Shear has a chance to reset the cooldown of Fellblade, which is, like, so helpful. And it generates 30 pain. 104 Fracture, which is a melee instant, and it does replace Shear. Okay. Rapidly slash your target for 2586 physical damage and shatter 2 lesser soul fragments from them. Generates 25 pain, and you have a max of 2 charges. 106. We have a passive, Concentrated Sigils. All sigils are now targeted at your location, and the duration of the effects is increased by 2 seconds. That 2 seconds is a game changer when you're trying to tank, and it also makes it a lot easier to just throw that sigil on the ground instead of having to click on the sigil, place it where you want it, and then hope to God by then you don't have to pop anything. So it's easier to, I don't know, have that selected, in my opinion, compared to what the other ones were. It made more sense. 108, we have Spirit Bomb, which is an instant. Consume up to 5 soul fragments within 25 yards and then explode, afflicting nearby enemies with Freedling? I can never say that word. For 20 seconds and damaging them for 715 fire per fragment. So you obviously want to pop this when you have lots of fragments. You heal for 10% of all damage you deal to enemies with Fertility. Or Frailty? I can never say that, but regardless, it's awesome. Make sure you stack those soul fragments and then pop it, though, when you have 5. 110, Last Resort, is a passive. Sustaining fatal damage instead transforms you to Metamorphosis form and returns you to 30% health. It's so useful, especially if you have a healer that's very squishy. It can be a game changer. You don't have to click on Metamorphosis, it just automatically does it for you. This effect may only occur every 8 minutes. It does suck on the cooldown, but you know what? I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, alright, let's get into our rotations, or our action bars, as whatever you want to call them. So what we have to stack our soul fragments is we use Fracture and then Immolation Era. Spam these 2 until you're completely full, and then what I like to do is I use Soul Cleave, Spirit Bomb when we have 5 stacked, Fiery Brand, Throw Glaive, and Sigil of Flame. Now, it's worth noting that anytime you are in battle and you are tanking, it is useful to use Infernal Strike. I mean, it's so helpful. It'll okay, leap through the air toward a targeted location, dealing 1,006 fire damage to all enemies within 6 yards. That's a game changer. You have to have your demon spikes. I mean, you gotta use them. That's pretty much the only, like armor boost that a demon hunter has. Increasing your armor by 32, 42, and your parry chance by 15% for 6 seconds. Now let's see what our parry chance is at. It's at an 8% right now. So you do the math. Torment, if you're losing control of the pull of the mobs or the boss, flip on that Torment. I like to spam it just so I can make sure I can hold the aggro the whole entire fight, whether it be with a boss or, whatever. Consume Magic, I've talked to some tanks that they don't use it, but I like to use it. Consume one beneficial magic effect from the target, removing it and granting you 20 pain. It's a good way to stack pain without having to use Fracture and Immolation Era. It's if you want to max out your pain, that's the way to go. Use that Consume Magic. And then we have Metamorphosis. So that's pretty much the gist of what we use. It is worth noting that I do have a couple add-ons here. I have Damage Recount, which obviously just shows how much damage we're doing, and then our raid DPS, which is all together from the whole entire group, not just your own DPS. So let's go ahead. We're over here, and where are we at? We're in Stormwind by Trade District. Let's go ahead and kick this off. Alright, so we're just going to start spamming with 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, generate. We're at 5 at that Soul Cleave. Alright, now let's pop Spirit Bomb. Let's throw down our Sigil, Fiery Brand, and throw Glaive. Back up, back up. Let's hit our Infernal Strike. Consume. Let's pop our Metamorphosis, and let's just go. Let's get this in, get it over with. Boom, 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 boom. Real quick, as you can see, we're generating pain at a good rate. For my current eye level and what I currently have for gear wise and weapon wise, it works. If your pain gets down, hit that Consume Magic, boom, puts you right back up. Let's hit this, hit our spikes, hit Torment, just like we're in a normal pull for a boss. Let's just spam, boom, hit that fire or that Spirit Bomb, 7,500, and there we go. So that is pretty much the gist of how I use my Vengeance Demon Hunter as a tank. I really like this setup. I really like the action bar setup, or rotations, whatever you want to call it. I also really enjoy the talents. They're very useful, especially that Sigil of Flame, because that is a big thing for Demon Hunters to use. And place the Sigil of Flame at your location that activates after 2 seconds. Deals 372 fire damage and an additional 1,224 fire damage over 8 seconds to all enemies affected by the Sigil. So I mean, that's such a huge game changer. To have it be able to just place right where you're at instead of having to actually go and... Did we just hit for 112,000, or was that a glitch? Did I just see we hit for 112,000? What? That can't be right. 75,000? Oh, okay. Because that dummy is a lower level dummy. Okay, that makes sense now. But yeah, guys, if this video helped you in any way, please let me know in the comment section down below. Again, it'd be awesome if we could hit over 200 views on this video. My last video, go check it out. How to make some really good gold and battle for Azeroth. This is a couple methods that I've found so far. And it's been profitable. I know some people are saying, oh, well, I'm making more than that doing this and this and this. Look, I didn't claim that I have the best way to make it. I simply showed you what I enjoy to do to make my gold. So, take that with however you want. But, yeah. If this did help you out, make sure you hit that comment section down below and let me know. What do you use for your Vengeance Demon Hunter? Share some tips if you have any. What you do with your rotations? What's your talents? And what's some gear that you're running? Just let's get this video going, guys. I would love to hit like 300 views on this video. That'd be awesome. And make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. You're going to be trying to put out more content over the course of Battle for Azeroth as we get geared. I think I might do a little series of some dungeon runs, so yeah, I don't know. We will just have to wait and see what the future holds. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know in the comment section down below what you want to see in the next video. This is Cynics TV, signing out.